Alright, what's going on? I didn't post a gym video yesterday because I was kind of very busy and I had a lot going on. But I didn't post one today because I just got caught lacking, really. I mean, I woke up early this morning. I went over to my neighbor's and we worked out a little bit, but he was doing something different than what I wanted to hit today. So I'm kind of falling back, but at the same time, I got to work at it. So I feel good, but it's not what I wanted to do. So this is my dilemma. It was so beautiful out today. Like the sun was shining, the clouds were blue. And then I remember I live in Pennsylvania, and the weather just never knows what it wants to do. And now it's gray, dark, rainy, miserable, cold, windy. Yeah. But let's talk about the pros and the cons today. Pros, got up at 5:10. Con, got my alarm clock, and went back to sleep for another 30 minutes. Pro, got back up at 5:50, said, oh shit, gotta get over to my neighbor's because he said he works out at 5, and we made it over there. We got like a little bit of a workout in, put me through it. It's like, alright, nice. Came home, had an apple, had some eggs, took a shower, got my stuff together, went to school early, went to the library, went to open lab. Those are pretty much all my pros. Got my skeleton back. I mean, can't beat that. Cons, I probably did a little bit more, not slacking in the library, but I don't know. It's like when you're in there and you're doing stuff, but you don't feel like you got as far as you wanted to with taking notes. So, you know, didn't eat the best food options today. So that's another thing. Didn't get my second workout in like I planned on to do and hit my back. So it's just, I don't know, it's frustrating when, you know, you did all this, you know, you got up, you made your bed, you combed your hair, you brushed your teeth, you got to school early, you already hit like 5, 6, 7 check marks, you know, you already banged a whole bunch of stuff out for the day. And then you come to realize that it's like, all right, well, why couldn't I keep that momentum? Why couldn't I keep doing stuff throughout the rest of the day? And I feel like that's where things get hard, is to keep that energy flowing. And that's when many people like fall off the horse and they just end up sinking into that couch and sinking into a deep dark hole. And it's like, how do we get you back out? And the question is, you don't, you know, you can't help somebody get out of their hole. The only person that's gonna do that is them, and they either want it bad enough that they're gonna, you know, get up and do it again tomorrow, but change something and be a little bit better and work a little bit harder, or they're gonna get up and do the same routine, and you know, nothing's gonna change if they don't change anything. So, you know, it's not rocket science. It's not, you know, calculus. It's just simple life things. It's like if you go to bed with bad breath, okay, and you wake up with bad breath, it's like, all right, well, what did I do? I didn't brush my teeth. All right, it happens, you know, one night. And now you go to the doctors and they say, oh yeah, you have a cavity here or there, and it goes, well, that's weird. And then they hit you with the check marks and the list. And they go through it and they say, well, have you been brushing your teeth? You're like, well, maybe. Like, I forget. Alright. Do you use mouthwash? It's like, no, I really don't think that stuff works. It's like, oh, alright, well, do you floss? It's like, well, no, nothing really ever gets stuck in between my teeth. So now you're already, 3 steps behind. So what are you going to change? If you start brushing your teeth every day, well, you get nicer breath. Maybe you don't have any cavities. Maybe that food that's stuck in there and the, pain in the ass stuff that's holding you down and that you're always picking out with your whatever. It's out now. And now you can think clearly. Now your teeth feel clean. All right. It's 1 step done. Now you say, all right, maybe I should try the mouthwash. All right, now you gargle some of that. You swish it around. Hey, your gums are feeling a little bit clean. Then your teeth are feeling clean. Your throat's feeling, fresh. It's kind of, my breath don't stink too bad. It's like now I had 2 out of the 3 objectives that the doctor asked me to do. All right, what's the next thing I could do to help prevent cavities and prevent myself from being like this? All right, well, let's try flossing. So you try flossing and you're not very good at it, which I feel like that's most of us. But you keep trying, or you do it every other week, and it's like, all right, now they really, everything's moving freely. My gums don't hurt. I have no cavities. And as much as a long comparison that was, it's kind of what it is in life. It's like, all right, well, the boss at my work sucked, or the teacher said I didn't get the grade that I needed, or my basketball coach said, why am I missing those shots? And all it really takes is 3 steps. 3 steps to do better, to push a little bit harder, and to get the results that you want to get. And I feel like for most of us, we think it's so hard to get to that next step. It's so hard to overcome that mountain. It's so hard to, figure out what we want to do in life. But if you just, write it down and picture your goals and slowly figure it out, well, you take that step back and you're like, this is pretty rad. It's just like in Clash Royale. I have a nice deck and my troops are really high and I keep losing. So I don't know what I'm doing. So I asked some people who do, and they said, well, you trade this card out for that card and this one out for that one, and you do this a little bit differently, and then you start winning, and then it feels good, and then you want to keep figuring out how to become better, how to improve, and it's like I said, it's like that in life. It is exactly like that in life. It's like that in the gym. It's like that everywhere. You don't know what you're doing in the gym. All right, well, sure, it's scary to ask somebody, but go and ask them, because they know. They have the muscles. They have the results, and hopefully they can enlighten you. And then, all right, you're getting the results. You're getting the muscles, and it's paying off, all because you did was ask. You wanted something to change. You made some change, and things changed. It doesn't sound like rocket science, does it? It's just a matter of fact of asking what you want and rolling with it and not being afraid. God. Because that is half the battle. It's just speaking up and asking for what you want and putting it out there. So I hope there was, I mean, to me that was kind of meaningful, and just stuff that I'm going through and working through right now. So, I mean, meaningful for me. So I hope it was helpful for you guys. But, yeah. Tomorrow is a new day. Should hopefully be a little bit better. And, we'll kind of get the show back on the road. But I needed to post something for tonight. I need to get something out there. Just so, oh God, I should go to bed. Really. I'm not tired. I'm just yawning. Oh, that didn't sound good. All right, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Always remember, peace and love, and I hope you have a wonderful day.